Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to another D&D horror story. These are quite fun to read, and I like doing them. And these are all found on Reddit. So remember, of course, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe and ring the bell. And let's get into another D&D horror story or tabletop horror story. So today we come from Tiny Violinist on Reddit. It says, player blows up at me because he decided to spend money against my advice. Ooh. So this is from a dungeon master, obviously. Yeah, because he's registered as a dungeon. Okay. This one isn't as bad as I've seen here. But recently, I shut down a game due to a shortage of time for it. It had been in person. And when we started, I told the players not to spend a bunch of money on money and stuff, just in case they didn't like the character or the game or my DMing stuff. That's fair advice. Don't spend money if you don't want to spend money on it. Yeah. Like, I get that you're excited to play, but wait until we know what the game's going to be before you know what you want. Yeah, solid advice. Don't spend money on. Okay. One player ignored my advice and spent 80 bucks on Hero Forged Mini before we even got into session 1. Okay, well, yeah, it's a lot of money. After 3 sessions, I got super busy due to live stuff and I had to put the game on hiatus for 6 months. Players said that was fine as long as we were kept abreast of the situation, which I did in bi-weekly updates on what was happening in my life. Yeah, okay. You informed your players. This is all good. Well, last week I officially shut the game down because of time commitments aren't going away like I thought they would. This morning I woke up to a 7 paragraph rant from the player calling me every name under the sun, including not limited to slurs, because I allowed him to spend too much money on me. Wow. When I quote, you knew you were going, you knew you weren't going to finish this campaign, you lying sack of. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's a toxic player. Brew. Yeah, it says in the next paragraph. Brew. Not only did I warn you against doing that, but I offered to find a design and print and paint the minis for the entire party at no cost to them because at the time I was just getting into 3D printing and mini paintings and I wanted to practice regardless. So the DM was actively going to do stuff for you for free and you still spent money. Regardless, I immediately blocked the dude without responding. Needless to say, but I will anyway if I ever try to get the party back together in the future, you will not be invited. Yeah, no, I'm sorry this happened to you, tiny violinist. Of course, like you were being honest with your players in the beginning. Time commitments are always like life takes preference sometimes, and you did the right thing, right? And it's totally on the player. Like if you want to spend $80 to $100 on Hero Forge and then your campaign kind of fades out, I mean that's on you. You can still reuse that money. It's not like you can't play that character again in another game. You've got a mini. You can reuse him. Be cool with it, right? But I mean, yeah, man, just wow, this player is very, very toxic. Very, very toxic. I would immediately ban him, and I would actually warn all the other players about that also because that is not a good player. Um, you know, just one of those things. Unfortunately, sometimes games have to cancel. But yeah, that's I'm sorry that happened. But anyway, this has been another D&D horror story. We have it from Tiny Violinist. Of course, this is on Reddit. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like, leave a hit the bell, leave a comment, of course, and I will be back tomorrow with another D&D horror story. Cheers, everyone.